We're rolling, man. 100%.
It's Intech and it's something else. Corp maybe?
Good afternoon.
I have tried every possible site and I still don't know if I have the right thing.
You're here?
There was I'm hoping to be for the end of the season. They have a really nice one that's just.
Walmart's already got their tools on sale.
You asked for this?
Oh, thank you.
It was bigger than ours though. What? Yeah, it's 18 foot. Like for 100 some bucks. Yeah.
Well, Charlie, long time no see. Did you fall down?
It was at the Trump rally.
Right there where you walk in.
In Pennsylvania?
On the left.
It was Brian Martin.
Oh, sure. I'm going to call the meeting to order. Okay, we're going to review and approve the June 17th regular board meeting minutes. I'll second. Any discussion?
Yes, I think we need to clarify two things that are in this, in the minutes. There's a statement here that Sharon spoke to the DNR regarding the landfill site and the town is in full compliance. I don't think that that's accurate. The town is not in full compliance unless we have cleared all of the woody vegetation from the landfill site.
We actually are in compliance as to the requirements for the maintenance of the landfill site, as I reported at the last meeting.
And so when was the woody vegetation removed?
The woody and red vegetation will be removed when Marquette County Highway does a cutting this year.
So we're not in compliance because we have woody vegetation on it.
Woody and vegetation will be removed this year. That is the only requirement that we need to meet. We don't have to provide them with a specific date. Your next question?
In the same item, same paragraph, you provided items to the, you said you provided items to the board that were in response to an open records request regarding the grants, suggesting that that you were in full compliance, and you're not in full compliance. You weren't in full compliance until July 9th. So
We were in full compliance with the records that were available to the board. As I mentioned to you and the board in an email communication, the Marquette County Highway Commissioner was out of town through July 10th. And at that point in time, if he submitted additional documents that we could present, we would.
So you're saying
So at that point in time, we were in full compliance with the records that were available to the board at that point in time. Anything else? All those in favor? Aye. Opposed?
I have one more thing.
Oh, I thought you said two.
In here, it talks about, I made the payment for the open records request. When were those records sent to Peter?
The records have been turned over to Brenda. As you know, she was on vacation. So
Have they been
that's
mailed?
as far as I know.
Have they been mailed?
No, they have not.
Why?
Because it's on my list.
You cashed the check.
She waited for the check to clear as far as I know, and she has all the documents to send to Peter.
So so when would I actually expect the records to be sent?
They're going out tomorrow. Well, it's hard for me to get to the post office, Carolyn, so I will try tomorrow.
Okay.
Is that it, or do you have more?
No, that's it.
All those in favor? Aye. Opposed?
Abstain.
Okay, Carol, in future, as we've mentioned before, if your intention is to abstain from the vote, you are not allowed to participate in discussion. So we may start our motions with discussion and then move forward into the vote.
That's a Sharon rule, it's not
Will you-
Robert's rule.
Actually, it's in Robert's Rules of
It is
Order. I'm
not.
not going to argue with you. We will move on to the chair's report. Westfield Fire Department report. They submitted a DNR grant application. for updating their Motorola monitor pagers. They had 5 calls for service in June, none were in Westfield. They submitted a grant to We Energies, grant application to We Energies for a Sensit gas monitor. They completed some joint training with Harris Fire and Marquette County EMS. They did some ladder training, and the chief attended the July County Public Safety meeting about E-MABIS. I attended the Traffic Safety Committee meeting on July 2nd. They talked about a lot of the highway projects that are ongoing. Mentioned that there's a governor's conference on highway safety in August. July 31st is a speed awareness day. I think you're going to see more activity on the highways with the Wisconsin State Patrol on July 31st. And anybody can go to the Wisconsin Department of Transportation website and search for traffic safety reports and download those results on a quarterly basis. And that's all I have to report. Clerk's report.
I have been sending out absentee ballots, doing more election training for the election in August. I will have some dates posted soon for dates that I'll be available to collect the absentee ballots. The highway bill this month was $15,828, and out of last month, May and June's, that accident on Edgewood Court, I sent out a letter to the driver in reimbursement for $3,042.73.
Can you repeat that number, please?
$3,042.73.
You haven't received a response, correct?
No, it just went on there last
Okay.
week. That's all I have.
We'll move on to the treasurer's report.
In June, we had income. Under income, the total balance is $274,492.24. Our expenses, the total expenses was $139,947.65. The bank statement reconciled was $422,728.05. The contingency fund was $36,167.76.
And I see you prepared the amended budget report as well.
Yeah.
Anyone have any questions on that report? On these reports?
Motion approved.
I'll second that motion. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Next item.
Voucher report for June's billings. The total is $26,529.68. Any questions on vouchers?
Motion approved.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? None. Okay, we'll move on to the Old business of the Tri-D project update for Eagle Avenue and culvert repairs. Let's see. In speaking with Gasser, who is the hired contractor for the project on Eagle Avenue, I've been informed that Corey Reinhardt, who was the representative who negotiated this contract, was terminated. I spoke with another gentleman at Gasser who has told me that they will be back to complete the Eagle Avenue project approximately this Friday. They're finishing up the State Highway 23 project for WISDOT this week. And then, like I said, they'll be getting back to Eagle Avenue, so that should be completed possibly by next week. And then we will be submitting the documents required for reimbursement. Culvert repairs. I think there was one culvert repair left out of the original ones that we approved. Is that the one we were waiting for? That's been completed down there. So all of those, all of those culvert projects have been completed. So we're up to date on those projects.
So you say they're completed, this, are we getting more gravel in? Is it just say gravel now until forever?
Well, the 4th Avenue project, the one on 4th Avenue will be fixed with asphalt as soon as we approved that work being done.
So Elk, the one on Elk, is that gonna stay that way now until?
They usually do a patch. when
Yeah,
they're in
once
the
that's
area.
settled, yeah, so.
When they're in the area doing something else, so that you don't have to pay for the.
Okay, so it will be patched eventually.
So obviously, when they do fourth year, they'll do that.
No, okay, I'm not talking fourth one, because I know that that's different. I'm talking about Elk, and I'm not sure what the others.
Well, whatever, when they're in the area, they're gonna do all this. They're not gonna just come out and do, just patch these culverts on their own.
They tie it in with other projects
They tie it in
in the
with
same
projects.
area to save on
Okay,
costs.
So nothing's gonna happen with Elk, for instance, until we decide that we're going to add, overlay, or do something on Elk.
No, they're gonna put a patch on it, correct? On Elk.
Probably would.
Yeah, when they do the rest.
So it won't be just
So,
gravel.
okay, so they'll do patching when they do the normal patching when they go around town.
Yeah, when they pave,
No.
when they pave in this area, then they'll go through and pave those culverts,
Okay.
the gravel.
Okay, roadside maintenance, Evergreen Avenue. I was contacted by Highway Department last week that an area on Evergreen Avenue by Slowey Farms, it's where the curve is, County A, and then Evergreen is right there. Because of all the rain and the torrential downpours, falls, that whole kind of bog area to the side is overflowing. What it did was it ran under the road, made a hole for itself, ran under the road, and water is coming out two different directions on the opposite side of the road. Went out and viewed the site, and indicated to Highway that I'd wait till today's meeting to get potential approval for the repairs. In the interim, the road failed, so I indicated to Highway that they could begin preparing for this repair, get it on their schedule, and Brian sent to me later this afternoon the estimates for the repair, which are a little higher than what he initially indicated. Initially it was 5,000 to 6,000. Now his statement that we all have in front of us is 6,000 to 7,000. We need to decide whether we're going to choose option 1 or option 2 for the actual repair, and then I think they're going to move quickly with that.
I think option two would be best. Put a culvert under it, so water can go underneath both sides.
I agree.
So make that motion, then up to 7,000 on the
Up to 7,000?
option two.
Okay. All those in favor?
Right.
Aye. Opposed? Motion passes. We will move on. LP gas summer refill. John?
I got two quotes, one from L&L and one from Crawford. And, L&L on the 300 is 119. Crawford is 139.5. And the 600 is 114. And Crawford's is 134.5. So the tank is down 25%. So roughly around 600 or so gallons to take the fill out here, fill it fill, so. Make that motion to approve. Oh, no,
I second it.
All those in favor?
right,
Aye. Opposed? Motion passes. Okay, next item on the agenda is the approval of poll workers for August 13th, 2024 primary election.
I haven't heard back from anybody, but, I heard back from Laura Payne, yes, and Sherry Kopka. I was gonna say Carol's gonna work again. Peg cannot, so I haven't talked to Linda or Lorraine yet, but I'm just approving the people that we've used previously.
Do you think we'll need to reach out to any others?
Yeah, and then, with talking with the county clerk, I have full authority to, like, if we need them.
Just maybe
We just, yes.
So you're looking for approval
Of the previous ones, so,
from the board to,
yeah.
so how many is that, Brenda, you got?
I only have 3 right now that I've said yes.
But how many did you have?
I had 8 last election.
Okay.
there's one who said they're not available.
So 7 right now.
To make that motion to approve the 7 poll workers that you previously had,
I'll second that motion. All those in favor?
right?
Is, how about a discussion? Brenda, you say there's 4 pending. You had 8 last time, you have 7 this time. Are you being able to manage it with 7, or are we supposed to be looking to get additional workers coming?
I'm assuming this is gonna be a slow election, but, Laura's not here, I was going to talk to her today. She's the one, I've only worked on elections, Laura's worked a lot of those.
Okay, so it is gonna be slow, so you're probably okay, but
But it's not gonna work
In-
for November, we need to start looking for more poll workers.
okay, and what have we done in the past to look for additional workers? John?
Word of mouth.
Website.
Word of mouth.
We could put it in the website, maybe,
Yeah,
that
that's
we're
it.
looking for poll workers and they can contact me.
Basically word of mouth.
And along with the description of this is what they would be expected to do, and
Yeah, you can put it on the website.
We can put it on there. But you have the discretion to pull anybody.
Yep.
You make a selection and
I'll
choose who
volunteer.
you
If somebody
have.
comes to
Yes,
volunteer.
correct, okay. So we've already got the motion, it's been first seconded. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Okay. Upcoming meeting dates are the primary election on August 13th, and then the next regular board meeting on August 19th at 6 p.m. I will make a motion to adjourn.
Second?
All those in favor?
Right.
Opposed? Meeting adjourns at 6:20.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.
I'm gonna watch my step.
And where's your straw hat? That's not in
No, no, no.
I have a hard time. You're gonna have to change, Dan. I know. Just getting old isn't for the weak.
Yeah, I know it.